Some debts can never be repaid, because sometimes, the one who saves your life has 4 legs instead of 2. A struggling former cowboy was offered a fortune for his old horse. He refused. Everyone laughed at his decision, until a raging wildfire proved that loyalty is worth far more than money. In the rolling hills of Montana lived Ethan Carter, a 41-year-old former cowboy who had lost almost everything. A devastating rodeo accident had left him with a permanent limp, forcing him to abandon the only life he had ever known. His wife, Sarah, worked long hours at a small diner while Ethan struggled to keep their tiny ranch alive for their children, Noah and Emma. Their greatest treasure wasn't the land. It was Storm. A 15-year-old American quarter horse with a dark chestnut coat and gentle brown eyes. Storm had grown up beside Ethan since he was a colt. Together they had crossed rivers, survived brutal winters, and worked endless days under the Montana sun. To Ethan, Storm wasn't just a horse. He was family. One afternoon, a wealthy ranch owner stopped his truck outside Ethan's barn. "I'll give you $100,000 for that horse." The amount was enough to erase every debt, repair the ranch, and secure his children's future. Sarah silently looked at Ethan. She knew how badly they needed the money. Ethan slowly walked toward Storm. The old horse gently rested his head against Ethan's shoulder. Ethan smiled through tears. "I'm sorry. He's not for sale." The ranch owner shook his head. "You're choosing a horse over your own future." By sunset, the whole town had heard the story. Many called Ethan a fool. A week later, disaster struck. A powerful wildfire raced across the mountains, driven by fierce winds. Within minutes, flames surrounded nearby ranches, trapping families and livestock. Smoke covered the sky. People ran in every direction. Ethan grabbed Noah and Emma while Sarah rushed outside carrying only a small bag. But Emma suddenly cried, "Dad! Grandpa!" Her elderly grandfather had refused to leave the old cabin near the forest. Without hesitation, Ethan tried to run toward the flames. His injured leg gave out. He fell. Before anyone could react, Storm broke through the broken gate and galloped straight into the burning smoke. Everyone screamed. The horse disappeared behind the flames. Seconds felt like hours. Then, out of the thick black smoke came Storm. On his back sat Ethan's frightened grandfather, covered in ash but alive. Storm had found him. The family burst into tears. But Storm wasn't finished. Ignoring the burning branches around him, he turned back into the fire once more. This time he led several frightened horses trapped inside a collapsing corral, guiding them safely across an open field before the flames consumed the barn. By sunrise, firefighters finally contained the wildfire. News of Storm's bravery spread across Montana. Local newspapers called him the horse that refused to leave anyone behind. People from across the state visited Ethan's ranch. Some donated hay. Others helped rebuild fences and barns. Veterinarians volunteered their services. Months later, the ranch reopened as a sanctuary for abandoned and abused horses. Many people who visited the sanctuary had their own painful stories. Some had lost loved ones, while others were struggling to find hope again. Whenever Storm quietly walked toward them and gently rested his head on their shoulders, tears would fill their eyes. No one could explain how he always seemed to know who needed comfort the most. Without saying a single word, The old horse reminded countless broken hearts that healing often begins with simple kindness and unconditional love. Families traveled for hours just to see Storm. Children hugged him. Veterans found peace beside him. And every visitor left believing that kindness still existed. Years passed. Storm's muzzle slowly turned gray. His powerful legs became weak. One quiet autumn afternoon, Ethan sat beneath a large oak tree while Storm rested beside him. The old horse placed his head gently on Ethan's lap, just as he had done hundreds of times before. Ethan softly stroked his mane. "Thank you for never giving up on me." Storm closed his eyes and peacefully took his final breath. Ethan didn't cry because he had lost a horse. He cried because he had lost the truest friend he had ever known. Today, a wooden sign stands at the entrance of the sanctuary. It reads, "Some heroes wear no badges, mine had 4 legs and never left my side. True loyalty cannot be bought with money. The greatest companions are those who stay beside us when life falls apart, reminding us that love, sacrifice, and kindness are the real treasures that build an unbreakable future." If someone offered you everything you ever dreamed of in exchange for your most loyal companion, would you take the money, or would you choose the friend who never abandoned you?